create content daily, publish regularly, right? So, by the way, I'm Mukul. I am a digital marketer and coach, and also a high ticket affiliate marketer. And I've just started a 30-day content creation challenge. So while I was going through that, on day one, I have to kind of speak why I'm kind of focusing on content creation. So I created this presentation for you to kind of explain why it's important. Um, so these are my views, right? So there are personal reasons, and there's a reason for if you have a business why you need to do it. Now let's start with the personal reasons. Um, Number one, this is the most important one. If and this comes down to why do we even do journaling, right? Why do we go and do public speaking? It's basically helps you to express yourself authentically. To really, when you do that, communication is a very powerful tool. It whenever you say any words to express what you're thinking, you get to know a bit more about yourself, right? So it's having a freedom of self-expression, and that's the only true path of reaching your full potential, because sometimes what you think is not what you're acting on, and the best way that you can do that is by kind of speaking it out, and doing it in a way that's kind and doesn't hurt others, right? So it has to be done powerfully, um, and you got to be authentic to your true self, right? So when you do that often, it's having that freedom of self-expression. So in terms of content creation, when you start publishing content out there, you share your stories, you do it in a way that you how you understand things, and from your own experience, you start to have that expression, that self-expression, and that's very powerful, and you grow as a person, right? So next thing is high income skill. Content writing, copywriting, writing anything, communicating is a very high income skill, right? That's why we teach our kids to communicate, to public speaking, to write. Um, that skill can transferable to any industry, any career, any business. It doesn't matter your business fails, the first one, second one. If you had done copywriting, content writing for while you're doing it, that skill will easily be transferable to the next, and you can start to see results straight away. So if you are not practicing content writing, publishing regularly, you've got to start that today, because that's something that will be an asset for you for life, right? Next thing is mastering any skill faster. So whenever you're content writing, you're basically sharing your knowledge, and most people think that learning is all about you watching videos or reading books. But if you don't take action, if you don't implement, you don't really learn anything. But you actually master your skill when you start sharing, and you can share it by writing, you can share it by doing videos. But that's true mastery, when you can explain those concepts that you've learned to others in a way that makes sense to you, right? So that is true mastery, and those are the personal reasons why you need to do public content creation very often. Now, the business reasons. So if you have a business, content creation is important because that's the only way that you build awareness for your business. Awareness is how you bring traffic to your products, your offers. Hence, you get more leads. The more content creation you're doing, more leads will convert into more sales, right? So, in the bottom line is more sales. That's why you need to do content creation. Now, if you share personal and vulnerable stuff, you're eventually going to have audience that's going to like and resonate with you, and that's very important, because nowadays it's not just about um, making sales. People first. There's so many options out there, and sometimes people go with people they resonate with more often, right? So being a affiliate marketer, there's so many people promoting the same products, the people can go directly to the vendor that that we're promoting, but they would buy from you because they like and resonate with your message, with what you have shared, your stories. So, hence, when you create content around that, people will like and resonate you. Now, liking and resonating is not enough. You got to build trust, right? And being active on social media is kind of expected for brands. So if you are trying to build a personal brand online, and people will Google you, right? And they will see what how you're doing in Facebook, how you're doing on LinkedIn, Instagram, on Google. They'll search you, and if you don't have any presence, they will kind of suspect that. So just having a website and email is not enough. People expect you to be on social media. So creating content for that is quite useful, right? Um, Next thing is when you share valuable content, people see you as an expert straight away. Now, you might just start very recently in whatever you're learning, but as you're kind of learning something, and if you start creating content about it straight away, and share it with others, people see you one or two steps ahead of you and start to see you as an expert because they got to still play the catch up, right? And all of it kind of ties together. If they like and resonate with you, they will come to you as an expert instead of someone else who is maybe 10 steps ahead of you, right? So uh, you got to start somewhere, and starting somewhere is if you want to be an expert, or even if you might not see yourself as an expert, if you start to share these values, if you start sharing valuable content on social media, people will already see you as expert, even if you don't think so, right? Expert being a leader is kind of the same thing, right? Top of mind. Now, in a business, people are not going to buy from you straight away, right? So, you build awareness. They might see you one time, but if you want to prospects have their own timeline when they are ready. Now, to be on top of their mind is so important. So, if you have content that's going out daily and you're publishing regularly, consistently, um, people will keep you top of mind. And when they're ready to pull the trigger, guess what? They are going to work with you because they kind of remember you, right? So, um, next thing is to publish once. Um, but get leads and sales for life. So if you're building like YouTube channel, blogging, and certain kind of content on search engines, you're basically creating content for life. So being active on social media is important, um, but that content can be you can easily use that for other assets like YouTube and Google, right? SEOs and blogging. So those are the main reasons why you need to create content. Now, ask yourself how many times are you producing content? Now, I'm sure a lot of people are watching content, consuming content. So try to balance that. Initially you might be producing 20% and consuming 80%. Try to bring that 50-50, right? At least that's your starting point. So on a day, if you have 2 hours working on your business, 4 hours working in your business, just see how many times you watched videos. If you watched 2 hours video and you didn't spend 2 hours on content creation, that's where it's lacking, right? So um, what you can do is you can limit yourself how much content you watch or consume. So you can limit yourself 1 hour daily. As soon as you finish watching that, stop it and start creating content until you finish your content creation for 1 hour. Then you can go and consume again, right? So this is uh, this is a discipline that you need to have, and it only gets better as you kind of do it more often, right? So initially, it's going to take hours before you create even one post, and slowly, once you've mastered these skills, um, it's just going to take you're always going to get in a flow, and you're going to do it a lot better. So I hope this was useful, guys, and let me know in comments that what you think. All right, cheers, bye.